Today we are learning to think and act like artists. We are glazing our frogs today. The material that we're using is glaze. I want you to remember that name, so we're going to practice saying it together. A, B, C, glaze. A, B, C, glaze. At the end of class today, your glaze will be dry and pale. After the glaze has been fired in the kiln, it will be bright, smooth, and shiny. Glaze is important because it adds color and texture to your frog project, and it also helps strengthen and protect your clay. Let's take a look at your glazes. Keep these cups of glaze clean. You're getting a large brush and a small brush. Always wash your brushes when you need to switch colors. And if it's easier for you to reach, you can pick up the yogurt cups and move them closer to you. When you're glazing, I want you to glaze the light colors first, let it dry for a little bit, and then glaze the darker colors to add dark designs on top. So light colors first, dark colors on top. For instance, we have 3 different kinds of green. We have a light green, a dark green, and a medium green. When you're glazing something with green, use the light color first and then add the medium and the dark green on top. Add the medium green and the dark green as spots on top. Think about what color the eyes are. For the eyes, you'll need black and yellow glaze. The lighter of the 2 colors is yellow. So glaze the yellow first and let it dry for a moment. It dries very fast. When it's dry, paint a black dot inside. Please don't paint the whole eye black. Don't do that. Think about what colors you'll need for the mouth. We have pink and red for the mouth. Do the lighter color first, which is pink, and then with the darker color, you can add dots or you could paint the tongue red. Red is the darker color, so red goes on top when pink is dry. Think about colors for your frog and your lily pad. Please color your frog realistically, for instance, like this. Please don't do something like this. It's not going to be realistic. When you're ready to glaze the body and the feet of the frog, we have 3 different kinds of green. We have light green, chrome green, and evergreen. Remember to glaze with the lighter colors first and then add the darker colors as designs or spots on top of the lighter green. Please don't glaze the whole thing with evergreen because you won't be able to add chrome green or light green on top. It won't show up. You have to do the lightest color first, like this, and then add chrome green and evergreen dots on top. The same with your lily pad. Please don't glaze your whole lily pad with evergreen because you won't be able to add the other greens like chrome green or light green on top. They won't show up. Instead, glaze it with the lighter color and then add chrome green and evergreen dots on top of it. You can also use the other colors like black, pink, and yellow or red to glaze other details that you might have, like the flower or a fly. There is one place where we can't paint the glaze. Take a look and I'll show you. It's the bottom. If something drips on the bottom by accident, don't worry about it, but do not paint glaze on the bottom on purpose. When you're done, check for white spots. If you see white spots in the cracks, you need to go back and glaze them. Take your brush, dunk it in the glaze, and get your brush really, really saturated with glaze so that you have a lot of glaze on that brush, and then poke the bristles into those little white spots, into the cracks and the nooks and crannies. If you leave anything white, it won't be shiny and it won't have the beautiful color of the glaze. So we want to make sure that we poke the paintbrush down into all of those little hard to reach spots. When you're done and there are no more white spots, you can add a second or third coat of glaze to it. The more you glaze, the shinier your frog will be. This is a really special project and it deserves our best glazing. So work hard, Choose good colors and glaze all of the cracks. Remember to use your lighter colors first and then add your darker colors on top. Have fun, kids!